La alineación del Barcelona será el dorsal.
So hello and a warm welcome to all fans of Spanish football. It is great to have you on board again. We all remember, of course, so vividly the memories of last season, but now the slate has been wiped clean, and ahead of us months and months of toil, sometimes torture and travail, but as ever, it will all be worth it in the end. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And so in Spain, the great game is ready to get going again.
It really is a thinking man's league that's given us some of the best teams, best players and best tactics and philosophies, Peter, in the 21st century. So how could it not be good?
Barcelona have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
And we're underway.
I just think what's most important is that both sides give a professional performance.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, for a defender, Peter, Andy Robertson's style of play is more akin to that of a wing-back or even a wide attacker. Time after time, you see him make those overlaps, those marauding runs, providing support, the essential piece in any team looking to play on the front foot.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rosier. Son Heung-min. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Oh, well played, well played. Caicedo. And it's Messi. This is Jimenez. Caicedo. And Fagioli. Caicedo. And it's Messi.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Leganes trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Valverde. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rosier. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Caicedo. Oyarzabal gets a good foot in there. And here's the chance to counter. Akanji. Robertson. And it's Son Heung-min. That is ended up in no man's land. Valverde. Mikel Oyarzabal. Robertson. And Caicedo. And it's Son Heung-min. Good pressure, determined, intense. Leganes do have a chance to counter here. Rosier. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Messi. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Rosier. Well timed, excellent interception. Valverde. Son Heung-min. And it's Son Heung-min. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rosier. Son Heung-min. Caicedo. And Fagioli. Robertson. Son Heung-min. For Valverde. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Jimenez promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So your views on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So, for the first time this season, it's half-time. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're underway again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, this looks sharp.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Messi. And it's Messi. Caicedo. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Rosier. Now he's off and running. That has been cut short. Messi. Fagioli. Rosier.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, super find. And a header! They've scored!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 57 el dorsal 30.
Leganes have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Fagioli. Barcelona still this single goal behind. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 98.004 espectadores.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Barcelona are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
That's very neat. Son Heung-min, and the pass is intercepted. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Deftly done. No luck with that dink over the top. Leganes can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Cambio de jugadores.
Jimenez, shifted upfield. Valverde. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's been shifted off it. Oyarzabal, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Back into the middle. And through to the goalkeeper. Son Heung-min. And Robertson. And it's Son Heung-min. Valverde. And Son Heung-min. Akanji. And Robertson. 75 minutes played. Passing nice and neat. It's a good run down the right. Valverde. He's got the shot away! And he thumps it clear. Robertson. And Caicedo.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Spread neatly. So a game still on a knife edge on opening day. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Valverde. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Barcelona have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Son Heung-min. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Fagioli. And it's Messi. And no, he's seen through all of that. Oscar Rodriguez. Leganes clearly now in lead preservation mode. Rozier hurtling down that right flank. He has found the way through. Lovely bit of skill. Jimenez. And that will be it. Well, they wanted 3 points on day one, but that proved well and truly beyond them. At times they seemed sluggish, and they have been punished. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, this was one of the teams, Peter, that I was keen to have a look at, but it's ended up being a bit of a damp squib. Not a great start, and it's going to give the boss quite a few headaches as to how he can put things right for the next game and onwards.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
And that gets things running. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well timed, excellent interception. Short changes him with that pass. Oyarzabal. Messi. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Valverde does well to stand firm and defend it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Robertson. Jimenez. And Akanji. Valverde. And it's Messi. Valverde. Barcelona controlling the possession in this early phase. Joan Jordan. He's in plenty of space here. And he's been shifted off it.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Robertson. And Caicedo. Jimenez. Caicedo. Messi. Caicedo. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And it's Son Heung-min. Robertson. For Valverde.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Messi. Valverde. Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Joan Jordan. That is good alertness. Akanji. Robertson. And Akanji. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
For Valverde. Robertson. For Valverde. Robertson. And here's Son Heung-min. And he's forced to go back. Valverde. Joan Jordan. Works it forward. Valverde, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Oyarzabal. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Spread neatly. Akanji attempts a clearance. The fullback is in acres of space here. They've played it short. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Son Heung-min. Fagioli. Now then, the ball's come loose. Messi. No outsmarting him this time. Joan Jordan. And we've reached half-time. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're off again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Jimenez. Caicedo. Valverde. Barcelona finding their passes. Good pressure, determined, intense. Oyarzabal. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Joan Jordan. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Caicedo. Robertson. He's got away. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And it's Son Heung-min. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side.
Son Heung-min really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Joan Jordan. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Oyarzabal engages and forces him off the ball. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, he's found support out wide. Lovely feet. Oh, played through for the wide man. Good read, needed to be. Fagioli. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Oyarzabal, and it's Son Heung-min. Robertson for Valverde. And Fagioli. Son Heung-min looking to get on the end of this. And it's been taken short. Robertson. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And he's hit one! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Gets into some space. That's a decent clearance.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 8 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 16.
He gets
el
big!
dorsal 23.
He will be livid with himself. Akanji. Messi. Fagioli. And Caicedo. Jimenez. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now he's off and running. Almost there, but it's cold sweats all round. And Caicedo. Valverde. Now it's Oyarzabal. And Caicedo. Oyarzabal. No, he's not getting his way this time.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
I think we're just about done here. He is just caressing the ball. Well read, nice interception.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, that's a key interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Valverde taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to...
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
La alineación del Barcelona será...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. It really is a sight to behold here, as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And already we're underway here. Caicedo. Now it's Oyarzabal. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Jimenez. Fagioli. Messi. He was under real pressure there. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Caicedo for Valverde. Now it's Son Heung-min.
Oh, really well played.
Shot at goal! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great defending, strong and determined. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That's very neat. Son Heung-min. Barcelona are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Nicely spread. And it's Messi. Does well to stand firm and defend it. And that's put paid to a promising move. And no, he's seen through all of that. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Moved on forwards. Back into the middle. Oyarzabal! It's an inviting looking ball, that. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Oyarzabal, and it's Son Heung-min.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more, defenders popping up in these positions. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a sharp pass. Valladolid deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Fagioli. Messi. Some really good ball movement.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Messi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Oyarzabal. Amala. Quality ball. Raul Moro. Lobbed in behind. Showing good feet. He's dealt with that really well. Messi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping...
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Messi delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
And it's Son Heung-min.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's played forward. Moro. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Barcelona head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. The ball has bounced loose now.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Mikel Oyarzabal. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Robertson. Robertson. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Ooh, perfectly measured that. Real chance here. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Spread out to the left. Amala.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. That's a throw. Valverde. And it's Messi. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Fagioli unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oyarzabal. And Messi! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. What are you thinking about the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Valladolid can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And it's Son Heung-min. Valverde. Robertson. Son Heung-min.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Kanji clears it away. And it's going to be another corner.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Messi. Fagioli. Messi. Oh, that is a nice touch. Here's Oyarzabal. Oh, nice touch. Caicedo. Messi! And he's following up! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles it!
Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Son Heung-min is being harried and hassled.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
And he's gone looking for safety. It's a really well-measured ball. Barcelona are coasting towards victory. And that could set him on his way. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Akanji. And it's Jimenez. 5 minutes left on the clock. And that's another good win of the ball. Caicedo. Good running, strong and purposeful. They really do have to make something of this. He's had a hit! Amala with the short one. And it's played in here. Barcelona are looking to go forward now.
Cambio de jugadores.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Jimenez. Fagioli. And it's Messi. 5 minutes to add. Oh, super find. Messi is onto this. He's played him through. Akanji. And Robertson. Fagioli. And there goes the final whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Son Heung-min taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
La alineación de hoy será...
The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
So we're up and running. Now it's Oyarzabal. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Caicedo. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He's in, surely! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Valverde. It's Bellingham. Mendy. Dani Ceballos. Vinicius Junior. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Fagioli. Caicedo. Son Heung-min. Fagioli. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So we're still where we started right now. Valverde. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Rodrigo. He's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
He's gone down, but the... Bellingham! Oh! Fantastic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Ceballos.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. And here's Son Heung-min. Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And Dani Ceballos. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. More and more pressure on the ball here. Tchouaméni. Valverde. That is ended up in no man's land. That's really well cleared. Valverde. Messi. Rudiger does well to get it back. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Son Heung-min. Lucas Vazquez. Tchouaméni. For Valverde. Bellingham does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Rodrigo. For Valverde. Tchouaméni. Now Mendy. Dani Ceballos. Very nicely done. Stood up well to him there. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Tchouaméni, Mendy, and Dani Ceballos. Valverde. Here's Tchouaméni. Pass somewhat off target. Caicedo. Lucas Vazquez. Valverde. Mendy. Valverde. Here's Tchouaméni. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Rodrigo. Real chance! Really well taken goal. 2 to the good. They have breathing space. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Valverde. And it's Rudiger. Mendy. Valverde. Now Mendy. For Valverde. Lucas Vazquez. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's managed to get free. Vinicius, oh, smashing header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vinicius Junior is offering a wry smile there.
Son Heung-min. Caicedo. Robertson. Jimenez. Son Heung-min is onto it in a flash. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
To Messi. Caicedo. Bellingham. Valverde. He's picked his way through. And that's a throw-in. He is through here. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior gets flagged offside. Jimenez. And Robertson. Valverde. Nicely aimed pass. Vinicius Junior. Ceballos. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And the keeper beats it away. Caicedo. And Akanji. Valverde. Fagioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. That is good alertness. Valverde. And it's Lucas Vazquez. Bellingham. Lucas Vazquez. Now Mendy. Moved on forwards. Dani Ceballos.
Barcelona really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Oh, what a pass! He's looking wide, swept in. Keeper's ball. Messi. And it's Messi. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Valverde. And it's Messi. Valverde.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Rudiger. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. For Valverde. Mendy. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.